live for our YOGAdaptive class this afternoon. I want to welcome everyone who will be tuning in here in just a few moments. We are going to need our chair today, and actually we're going to probably need 2 chairs today. I'll give you guys just a few minutes to tune in. And if you have any questions that you want to ask us on the chat, I'll do my best to answer them as best as I can. I'll scoot this forward so that I can see it a little bit. Awesome. Alrighty, so if you haven't heard about YOGAdaptive, it's the Rescue Yoga brand of chair yoga. It is really a concept started by a friend of mine, PT, Debbie Cox, and she was a physical therapist and began teaching yoga as she was working with some of her patients at the physical therapy office. Many of them had Parkinson's, scoliosis, lots of balance challenges. So they would come in because they maybe had surgery and they were needing rehab for a shoulder or a knee or a hip. So she was working with them, and one thing she saw across the board was like, hey, you need to start doing yoga. Once your therapy is over, you're going to need to start doing something, because these people were typically over 60, some over 70, and they needed some kind of movement therapy that they were not getting in their regular life. So recommending, she had been a student of mine for quite some time and became a yoga teacher. And at some point she says, hey, can I teach a class for this for this special population group? I said, sure. So she started teaching it. That was about 5 years ago. And so since then, Debbie is still one of our longtime students and dear clients here at Rescue Yoga. But I have taken over after she retired. So here we are with this new brand of yoga called YOGAdaptive from Rescue Yoga. And it's really designed for those with mobility impairment. So if that is a group that you fit into, maybe you have balance challenges, maybe you've had a joint replacement somewhere within the body, having Parkinson's, MS, scoliosis, all these different kinds of conditions that would restrict mobility, then this is the class that would be really, really beneficial for you. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. As you can see, I have the chair I'm sitting in, and I have another chair next to me. If I had a kitchen table, I would have it right here and in front of me as well, and I could use that. So go ahead and grab yourself a chair, pull it up. You want to make sure that it's on a surface that's not going to slide around a lot. And I'm going to mute my phone because people are chiming in. Alrighty. Alright. So go ahead and sit up nice and tall right here, and we're just going to start warming up the feet. So lifting one heel, lifting the other, stretching through the fronts of those ankles. And if you have the ability to take your shoes off for this, I know a lot of people, they walk around their house with shoes on. I'm from a part of the country where we never wore shoes, so doing yoga is very natural for me. No shoes required. So right here, if you can take your shoes off, take them off, so that it will help reduce some of the restriction from those shoes. We want our feet to move in a natural way. Good. So right here, now can you do both heels at the same time? Good. Maybe you raise your toes up on the bottom part. So heels go down, toes up. Awesome. And then go ahead and relax your feet and scoot back in your chair. So the last thing I want is for someone to be falling out of the chair. So if you need to hang on to the chair, go right ahead. So we're just going to kind of stomp our feet a little bit, wake up that nervous system. So in China, I know it's not a very great topic to be talking about right now, but in ancient Chinese medicine, when someone was having a heart attack, the doctors would slap them on the bottoms of their feet because it would kickstart their heart. So right here, I'm not saying that if you're having a heart attack to just stomp your foot a few times and it'll go away. But what I am saying is that it will wake up your body, just slapping your feet on the floor. Good. And so right here, we're going to do a little bit of fast action footwork. So bring your feet out and then bring them back in. So my feet, I'm pretty short, so this chair is actually too tall for me. So I can't get my feet flat on the floor comfortably, so I'm just using my toes. You can do the same. If your feet go flat on the floor, then that's fine. Go ahead and bring them flat and then bring them back in. Nice. Can you go any faster? I bet you can. Go ahead. Go faster. Oh my gosh, you look like your feet are on the Matrix. That's pretty fast. Good job. And then go ahead and come back to the center and just start slapping those feet again. Good. All right, so release the feet. We're going to lean back into that chair a little bit. So I want you to roll your shoulders up, back, and down. And do you feel like your lower legs tingling just a little bit? Yeah, mine too. So roll the shoulders back and down, and we'll leave them down, and your palms are going to face behind you. On your inhale, take both arms, reach them up. As you exhale, bring them back down. So we'll do it slow for the count of 4. Inhale up for 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale, bring them down for 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale down, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do it 2 more times. Up and down. And last one. Up and down. Good. All right, so we're going to turn the palms forward. And this time, we're going to take those arms up, but we're also going to work our legs. So as you inhale, the arms go up. Can you straighten your legs out in front of you? And then exhale. Everything is going up and everything is going down together. Good. One more like that. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Good. So turn the palms backwards, and we're going to go up with one arm and one leg. So as you inhale, take your left arm up and your right leg forward, and exhale, come back down. Good. Switch sides. Inhaling up, and exhale back down, and switch sides. Inhaling up, and exhale down, and switch. Inhaling up, and exhaling down. One more time on each side. Inhaling up, and exhaling down, and last one. Inhaling up, and exhaling down. Awesome. So this time, instead of straightening our legs out in front, we're just going to lift through the knees, okay? So the arms are going to come out to the side, palms face forward. As you inhale, bring both arms up and lift your left foot up off the floor. As you exhale, bring the arms down to shoulder height, lower the foot. Inhale, lift the right foot as the arms go up. And exhale, come back down. Again to the other side, inhale, lifting up, and exhale, lower. And again, inhale, lifting up, and exhale, lower. One more time on each side. Inhale, lifting up, and exhale, lower. Last one. Inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. Go ahead and relax those arms down to your sides. Roll those shoulders up, back, and down. Good. All right. So we're a little bit more warmed up. So we're going to get into some little deeper muscles right here. So scoot your bum forward in your chair just a little bit. And we'll reach those arms straight out in front of you. So if you were in my class, I would say, do your zombie arms. Just reaching them out in front of you. On your inhale, we're going to lean our upper body backwards towards the chair. And then exhale, lift back up. Inhale, lean the shoulders back. And exhale, lifting up. 2 more. Inhale, leaning back. And exhale, lifting up. Last one. Inhale, lean back. And exhale, lift up. Good. Go ahead and relax those arms. Shake them out. Okay, did your body temperature go up on that one? Mine did too, I know. So I'm going to shed a layer right here. All right, so sitting up nice and tall. We're going to separate our feet a little bit right here. All right, so the feet are wide, and we're kind of close to the edge of our seat. And bringing the hands onto the knees. We're going to warm up the spine a little bit with some cat-cow. So as you inhale, lift the chest up towards the ceiling. Maybe look up. As you exhale, round the back, tuck the chin in. Inhale, lifting back up. And exhale, round. Now if your spine has some mobility restriction, be mindful of that. Inhaling up and exhale, round. And inhaling up and then release. Good. So I'm going to have you reach back, grab the chair behind you, and I'm going to switch into my other chair so you can see what's going on here. So I'm towards the front of the chair, bringing the hands back behind, and on the inhale, I'm leaning my chest forward a little bit more. As I exhale, I'm drawing myself back to neutral. Inhale, lean my chest forward, lifting through the chin, and exhale, release. 2 more. Inhale, lean the chest forward, and exhale, release. Last one, inhale, and exhale. Good. So go ahead and relax those arms, shake them out. All right, so we're going to reach those hands straight out in front of us, the palms face forward. Now take your fingers and draw them in towards one another. As we inhale, we'll open those arms all the way up, and then exhale, bring them back together. Switching directions so the fingers turn out. Inhale, open those arms up, and exhale, bring the wrists together. So switch. Inhale, open those arms up, and exhale, bring them together. Switch the hands, inhale, open back up, and exhale, bring them back together. Good, so this time just roll your wrists, and as you're rolling your wrists, we're also opening those arms up out to the side. Good. Now roll those wrists in the opposite direction as we bring those arms up overhead. Oh, you like the wrist rolls, huh? Nice. Good. And then turn the palms out and we'll slowly bring the arms down to the sides. Good. Go ahead and shake those hands out. Shake those arms out. All right. So now we got our shoulders warmed up. We got a little bit more of our spine rolled up. So we're going to get a little deeper into that neck right here. All right, so you can scoot back in your chair just a little bit, and we'll separate those feet nice and wide. Okay? So here, drop your chin to your chest, and then roll the left ear over to the left shoulder. Good. And then lower that chin to the chest. And take the right ear to the right shoulder. And lower the chin to the chest. Good, so this time take that left ear to the left shoulder and reach that right hand out in front of you. So we're going to let it lower a little bit from our shoulder And then start to bring it out to the side. And maybe behind you just a little bit. You feel that stretch all the way down the arm, through the neck, and to the ear. Good. So now we're going to take our head and turn it to look at that left shoulder. Just taking a few breaths right here. Good, and lower that hand down. Bring that chin back down to the chest. And then we'll take the ear over to the other shoulder. So leaving that ear over there, and we'll take that left hand out in front. We'll drop it down from our shoulder just a little bit and start to bring that arm slowly out to the side. Maybe it comes behind you just a little bit. Leaving that arm there, leaving the ear there. Now we'll turn the chin to look down at that right shoulder. Just taking a few breaths right there. Feel the stretch through the bottom of the ear, the jaw, the neck, the shoulder. Go ahead and lower that arm, bring the chin back down to the chest, and then lift the head up. So we're going to look up at the ceiling. All right, so everybody remembers Gilligan's Island, the movie, the show. So now stick your chin out at the ceiling like Mr. Howell. So you have this little underbite right here. The teeth are pushed out. And you feel that stretch down the underside of the neck. And then release the jaw. Bring the chin back down to the chest. Now this time I want you to lean forward on your elbows. So right here, your feet are separated as wide as the chair. Your elbows are resting on your legs. You can do whatever you like with your hands. Just, be respectful. Right here, we're looking straight down at the floor, and I'd like for you to turn your head to the left. And then look down at the floor. And turn your head to the right. And look down at the floor. One more time each way. Turn your head to the left. And look down at the floor. And then turn your head to the right. And look down at the floor. Good. So now look forward. And then tuck your chin into your chest. And again, looking forward. And tucking the chin into the chest. One more. Looking forward. And chin into the chest. And then releasing the head, come onto your hands and press yourself all the way back up. Good. All right. So moving on down. So that was the jaw, the neck. So we're going to move in a little deeper into the shoulders right here. So we can separate the feet a little wider. We're going to bring our right forearm onto our right thigh. Good. So reaching the left hand away from you and turn that palm up. Awesome. As you inhale, we'll sweep that top arm up and over. As you exhale, bend at the elbow, pulling it back behind you. Inhale, reach that top arm up. Exhale, bend the elbow and draw it behind. Perfect. Inhale, two more. And exhale, pulling that elbow back. Last one, inhale, reach. And exhale, pulling it back. Good, so take that top hand, reach and grab your chair, and then pull yourself back up to center. Whew. So let's do a quick forward fold right here just to get our spine into neutral. So hands on the knees, deep breath in, exhale, we're going to bend forward over those legs or between those legs. So we're looking straight down at the floor. Take another breath in. And as you exhale, push through your hands, lifting yourself all the way back up. Fantastic. So we're going to go to that opposite side. So bringing that left foot out, bringing the left elbow on the thigh, reaching that right palm faces up. Good. On your inhale, take that top arm, we're going to reach it up and over. As you exhale, we're going to bend at the elbow, pulling that shoulder back behind. Inhale, reach up and over. Exhale, pull that elbow back behind. Good job. 2 more. Inhale, reach up and over. Exhale, pull that elbow back. Last one. Inhale, reach. And exhale, pull it back. Nice job. So right here, use that top hand, grab the back of your chair, and use that hand to pull you back to the center. Fantastic. Now this time we'll bring those feet in close together. Knees are close together. On your inhale, sweeping the arms open and up. As we exhale, we're going to fold forward over those legs. Nice. So just staying right here for a few breaths. And we'll bring the hands up on the knees. Start to press your hands into the knees, lifting yourself back up. Great job. All right. So moving a little bit more into the lower part of the body, we're going to start warming it up a little bit. So take your left leg and reach it straight out in front of you. The right knee is bent and you can have that right hand. You want to make sure that the chair is not on a surface that when you bend forward, it's going to slide out from behind you. That would be no bueno right here. So if that's the case, maybe you slide your chair up against a wall. Cool? Awesome. So we're going to do the racetrack right here. So this hand is your race car. This here where your pocket is start position. So take a deep breath in. As you exhale, we're going to race that hand down the outside of the leg. It's going to come around the corner and come up on the inside of the leg. Good. So we'll do it again. Exhale, going down the outside of the leg, and inhale, lifting back up. 2 more times. Exhale, down, and inhale, lifting back up. And last one, exhaling down, and inhale, lifting back up. Good job. So that same hand, we're going to bring it around the knee. So we're just going to make circles, do laps around that knee. So we're feeling a little bit of friction on the underside of the hand. So the knee, the palm, it's all getting warm. We're stimulating all of those acupressure points on the knee for digestion, for elimination, for all of your internal organs. So we're just touching all of those points. Good. So bring that hand to rest on your leg, and then we'll take the other leg and straighten it out in front. All right? So your other hand, it's your race car, it's right at your pocket. As you exhale, we go down the outside of the leg and inhale up on the inside. Exhale down. So we're also massaging our internal organs as we're doing this, stimulating all of those acupressure points. Good. And one more time. Exhale, going down the leg. Inhale, lifting back up. Now this time we'll take that hand and we'll just do little laps around the knee. Good. And And then go ahead and relax. Awesome. So rub your palms together. You feel that heat that's in those palms. And now we'll do both knees at the same time. So going around in circles at those knees. Fantastic. All right. So this time, we're going to scooch back in our chair just a little bit. So we're actually going to do some spinal twisting right here. So continuing to warm up the spine. I'm actually going to come into the other chair so that you can see me from the side. So right here, I'm sitting towards the edge of my chair, and actually, I'm going to turn sideways so that you guys can see this a little bit better. So I'm sitting sideways in my chair. You can do the same. You can sit facing forward. It's totally up to you, all right? So bring your arms straight out to your sides. As you inhale, reach the arms up to the ceiling. As you exhale, turn to your right. Arms at shoulder height. Inhale, come back to the center. Same side again. Exhale, turn to your right. Good. Inhale, back to the center. 2 more. Exhale, turn to the right. Inhale, center. And exhale. This time, exhale, turn to the right and grab. Can you grab the back of your chair? Maybe if you're sitting sideways, you might grab the chair with one hand and then grab down here with the other. You might grab a hold of your leg. Whatever's comfortable for you. So we're still breathing. We're sitting up nice and tall, right? Good. Take 2 more breaths right here. And then come all the way back to the center. Fantastic. So stay right where you are. I'm just going to move my chair over to the other side. Awesome. So right here on your inhale, sweep those arms up overhead. As you exhale, twist to your left. Inhale, come back up to the center. Exhale again to the left. Inhale to the center. Exhale to the left. And 1 more. Inhale to the center. And exhale to the left. This time you can let a hand fall on your leg. The other hand can grab the chair. And we'll stay here breathing. So fill your belly, expand on the inhale, and feel it draw in on the exhale. Good. Couple more times. On your next inhale, sweep those arms, go all the way up. As you exhale, we're going to fold over those legs right here. Just letting that body rest in that forward fold. Feel your back expand as you breathe in and out. And then walk your hands up to your knees. Push yourself all the way back up. Good. So I'm going to come back into my other chair, and we're going to do some warrior postures. Okay? So bringing your left leg out to the side. And we're going to kind of shift our bottom around just a little bit. So it's really just the left leg is in the chair, and the right leg, we're going to reach it out to the side. Okay, so that foot can be flat on the floor. We want to try and straighten that leg. So this would be really hard if you have shoes on because the foot's not going to be able to turn in that direction with a shoe. All right, so you can kick your shoes off if they're on. All righty, so right here, we're here in this warrior position, warrior 2, and go ahead and reach those arms out in front. All right. So we'll take our left hand and turn the palm up. On your inhale, we're going to lean our upper body towards our straight leg. As you exhale, we're going to bring our body forward towards the front leg. Inhale, lean towards the back leg. And exhale, lean towards the front leg. One more time each way. Inhale, leaning back. And exhale, coming forward. Good. Now this time, inhale, come back to the center. And can you press down through your feet as if you were getting ready to stand up from this position? Just press down through your feet. Good. Notice the effort that's in the legs. Nice. Take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, relax the arms. Good job. So relax the legs, come back to the center. If you need to wiggle something out, go right ahead. And then we're going to get on to that other side. So switching your body around the other way. So now the right leg is on the chair. The left leg is reaching backwards. The foot is flat if you can get it. If this is all you got, then that's all you got. That's fine. All right, so once you're here, we're going to take those arms and stretch them straight out. Nice. So that front hand over the bent leg, it's going to turn up. On your inhale, we'll lean backwards towards your straight leg. On your exhale, we'll lean forward towards your bent leg. Inhale, tip backwards. And exhale, come forward. One more. Inhale, tip backwards. And exhale, coming forward. Good. So this time, inhale, come back to the center. And we'll stay right here. Now I want you to press through your legs as if you were going to stand up. I know. It's not easy for me either. But you feel the effort through those muscles. Good. Take one more deep breath in. And as you exhale, relax the arms, relax the legs, and turn those, or bring your body so that it's in the center. Okay? So we'll step our feet wide. And we have done in the past without a chair, we do chair pose, right? So we're going to do kind of like a chair squat, sort of. All right? So our feet are open nice and wide, and our body is actually sitting in the chair. You can bring your hands on your knees, and the toes, make sure that the toes are pointed out in the same direction as your knees. All right? So take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, press down through your feet as if you were going to lift your body up off the chair. And then exhale, release. Inhale, lift, and exhale, release. Two more. Inhale, press your feet into the floor, and exhale, and last one. Inhale, lift, and exhale, release. Good job. So go ahead and bring those legs in close towards one another. So we're going to do a stretch for our hips. You have a couple of options, and that's partially why I had another chair here today, is to show you this. So some of us, we have some just minimally reduced range of motion. So maybe bringing the ankle up on the knee is not a problem for us. Okay? Some of us, that might be an issue. All right. So what I'd like for you to do is maybe if you have another chair like I do, is I can bring my leg up here on the chair and let my leg be bent out to the side. So maybe this is your option today. Maybe another option for you is just crossing at the ankles. Makes no difference to me. You know your range of motion better than I do, well, for most of you. And here, as an option, we can lean forward over that leg. So if you're next to a kitchen table, you can always put your arm on the table. You can put your hands maybe on a countertop. if that works for you, maybe the back of the couch or a coffee table. If your leg is up here, maybe we lean forward onto that front knee. If your leg is up on top of your knee, sitting up tall, maybe we lean forward over that leg. If you lean forward over the leg and now you're holding your breath, oh my gosh, don't lean forward. We want you to go to a place where you can still breathe. Fantastic. Taking some long, smooth breaths in and out. Good. Take one more breath. And go ahead and lift all the way back up. Good. And we'll pick that foot up and then we'll set it down. Awesome. So we're going to do our other side. So if that means you need to move your chair over, go right ahead. So you might start here with the ankles crossed. This might be it for you. You might be up here with the leg in the chair. This is kind of like a seated tree pose with that leg externally rotated. Or you might come up here into this figure 4 stretch. So whichever one posture makes sense for your legs, take it. Take a deep breath in, lengthen through the spine, exhale, relax. Right here, one more breath in. And maybe exhale, you fold over that leg. You might stay right here if your body just started screaming and cussing you out and then you're holding your breath. Go ahead and lift back up. And we'll take just a few more breaths right here. Maybe you close your eyes and just connect with your body. And when you're ready, on your next inhale, go ahead and lift all the way back up. And then we'll pick that foot up wherever it is and set it back down on the floor. Awesome. All right, my friends, so we got a couple of standing things that we're going to be doing. And so what I need for you to do is come onto your feet and bring your chair so that you're facing the seat back. So I'm going to use this chair right here, okay? So I'm facing the seat back. So I'm standing just a little bit in front of it. All right, so take whatever measures you need to get yourself oriented to the chair. And take a deep breath in. As you exhale, bend your knees a little bit, push your hips backwards a little bit, and bring your hands into the chair. Okay? So right here, you can start to maybe walk your feet backwards a little bit. Lean your hips backwards a little bit. Go to where you have a healthy range of motion for you. Maybe you bring your forearms down onto your chair. And we're all looking at the floor, unless you're looking at the camera. All right, so if you're really tall, getting your elbows down onto the chair is a challenge, especially if your hamstrings are tight. So if you need to bend your knees, go right ahead. For us little shorties like me and Sandy, this is like no problem whatsoever. Take one more deep breath in and a full exhale. Good. Right here, we're going to lift back up onto the hands. All right, bring those feet right up underneath you. And here, I want you to take your right leg and reach it back behind. If your wrists are not happy about supporting your body right here, maybe you drop down to your forearms again. And if you're Carol, you might have to bend a knee to make that more comfortable. So we're just reaching that leg backwards. Getting some nice stretch through the hamstrings. And then when you're ready, we'll lower that foot back down. And then we'll switch to the other side. So taking that left leg backwards. Still breathing. One more breath in. And then when you're ready, lower that foot down to the floor. And we'll lift back up onto the hands. Soften your knees, sink your hips a little bit, and then we'll lift all the way up to standing. All right. So how'd the hamstrings fare? Are they pretty good? A little tight? We've been watching a lot of TV lately, maybe? Hopefully you've been out and about. Like today here in this area is beautiful outside. There's people everywhere. So hopefully you're outside and you're getting some fresh air. All right. So we're going to take that spare chair that we have and we're going to bring it out in front of us. All right. And we're going to bring both of our feet up into that chair. All right. So sitting up nice and tall. On your inhale, reach the arms up overhead. As we exhale, we're going to lean over those legs, trying to get towards our feet. But you know what? I realize that we're human and sometimes hamstrings, they're cranky. And if your back is a little bit ticked off today, then you're not going to get the feet. That is okay. So you might get your knees. You might get your shins, wherever. It's all right. So go with whatever you got today, and maybe tomorrow it'll be better. Take 2 more breaths right here. And then when you're ready, walk your hands back up your legs. Good. You can go ahead and bring the bottoms of your feet together. So you might bring that chair closer to you. So the bottoms of the feet are together. And maybe the feet are further away from your chest or your hips, or maybe they're close together. So whatever makes sense for you. And take 2 more breaths right here. And then we'll start to lower one foot, and then we'll lower the other foot, and we'll turn that chair around. Hopefully your chair is not super high. Like if the back of your chair is already up here, that's probably not going to work. All right? So finding something that's a little bit lower. And right here we're going to do our chair pose, or our child's pose, sorry. So we're going to lean our arms forward, let our head relax. So you can let your chin rest on your arms, or maybe your forehead rests on your arms. And we'll take 2 more breaths right here. On your next inhale, go ahead and lift all the way back up, and we'll slide that chair out from in front of us, sitting up nice and tall. So right here, bringing your feet flat on the floor. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, just push down through your feet. And notice all of the muscles that are active. Some lower belly is active, the legs are active, the lower legs are even active, the bottoms of your feet are active. Good. So maintain that activity. And then take your arms and reach them up overhead. Did it get a little harder? It might have. Yeah, it did for me too. Yeah. So we're still breathing, and we're still pushing our feet into the floor. Our legs are super, super active. Are your thigh bones starting to shake a little bit? Mine are. Yeah. Take another deep breath in. And then as you exhale, release everything down. Good. So last thing right here before we finish and start our cool down is scooch forward towards the front of your chair. I'm going to actually switch chairs right here so you can watch. So we're scooched forward, and we're going to, you have options here. You can hang on to your chair, put your hands in your chair if you want to, or you can reach your arms out in front of you. So lift one foot up off the floor, and then lean backwards until you feel pretty balanced, and then lift your other foot up off the floor. This is where the hands come in. So maybe you have your hands in the chair holding you here. Good. So squeezing the knees together. Hopefully you're shaking. I'm shaking. Are you shaking? I'm shaking. Okay. So right here, maybe lift your feet up away from the floor, and then bend your knees. And do that again. Extend the legs and bend the knees. Are you still breathing? And last one, extend the legs, bend the knees. Good. Go ahead and set the feet down. Straighten the legs out in front of you. Lean back so your hips are forward, your shoulders are back on the chair. And then reach through those arms. Stretch open through the belly. And then go ahead and bring your arms down, and we'll lift ourselves back up and come into a comfortable seated position. So if you want to, you're more than welcome to lay down on the floor. You're more than welcome to put your legs up in your other chair. You can stay right here. So we're going to get set up for our relaxation. So just for a few minutes, we're going to close our eyes and just focus on our breath. So taking whatever necessary steps to make yourself feel comfortable. If you can lay on the floor, that's great. If you need to sit in the chair, that's fantastic. But go to a place where you can close your eyes and just let your body settle in and rest. So right here, take a deep breath in. Hold that breath in your chest. And then open your mouth and let it out. We'll do it again. Inhaling. Hold the breath. Open the mouth. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Hold the breath. Exhale. Now let your breath be soft and relaxed. Without forcing it, just feel it come rhythmically in and out of the body. Feel your breath start to slow down. Feel your breath start to spread out in your body. So it moves through the lungs, through the ribs, through the belly. Notice how the mind starts to slow down as the breath slows down. Life can be very busy and frantic, but your breath does not have to follow that. And neither does your mind. Breathing in through the nose all the way down to the belly. And then breathing out of the nose from the belly. Begin to deepen your breath. We'll start to wiggle our fingers. Start to move the toes. Maybe rolling the wrists and ankles and lower the chin to the chest. So on your next breath in, sweeping the arms up overhead. As you exhale, maybe bring your knees up into your chest. So if you're sitting up in chairs, bend your knees, bring your feet into that chair, and just hang on to your knees for a moment. If you're lying on your back, go ahead and roll to your side. And then when you're ready, we'll start to push our way up to seated. And if you're sitting in a chair, go ahead and bring your feet flat on the floor. So once you have the crown of the head balanced over the base of the spine, we'll take a breath in together, sweeping the arms open and up. Now exhale, bring your hands back down next to your sides. And we'll do that again. Inhale, sweeping the arms up overhead. And exhale, hands back down to the sides. Now this time, inhale, bring the arms up overhead. As you exhale, bring the hands together at the heart. I want to thank you all for joining us today for our live class. We hope to be back in the studio as soon as craziness ends. Thank you for choosing me to guide you today and sharing your practice with us. Namaste. Thank you all for joining us. It was such a pleasure to have everyone here. Veronica, Mindy, Jessica, Jennifer, Jean Ann. Hey, Jean Ann, it's good to see you. Kalpana, so glad that you all chose to join us today. We will continue doing this Tuesdays and Thursdays at 1 o'clock, and we have another installment with Emily happening on Sundays at noon. So these will all be posted live on our Facebook page at Rescue Yoga. All the YOGAdaptive classes, we're making them available to the community, and we just want everyone to get the movement medicine that they need through these very strange days. Thank you all for joining us. It's my pleasure to serve you. Namaste. Thanks, Rosemary.